Quick tip before we start this video. This is the tranquility feature on Instagram, and it will actually make you look better than you actually look in real life. Like, look how blue my eyes are. Like, it makes my beard look kind of blue, but apart from that, I look fantastic. And you look great too. Anyway, let's get into the video. Men often underestimate how attractive they actually are. In my role as a dating coach, I often see men blame their looks for their lack of success with women when they are objectively attractive. In this case, it's their lack of self-esteem which is hurting them, not their appearance. Here's something that will boost your self-esteem: realizing that you are in fact more attractive than you think. That's what this video is going to help you to do. I'm going to reveal 12 surprising signs that you are a more attractive man than you realize. So let's get straight into it. Number one, women stare at you. Here's a fact to bear in mind. Women will actively avoid doing anything that an unattractive man might consider an indicator of interest. Okay, they want to protect themselves as much as they can from being approached by someone who they consider a creep, or just being in a conversation with a guy they're not interested in. If you see that a woman is staring at you, holding eye contact, smiling unnecessarily at you, you can consider that this is an indicator of interest and she finds you somewhat attractive. Even more so if you catch a girl doing like the double take or stopping what she's doing to stare at you, you can be pretty sure in this case that a woman finds you, like I said, somewhat attractive. And in a similar vein, number two, a woman stands unnecessarily close to you. If you see a group of hotties gravitating towards you in the bar, that's usually no coincidence. They probably think you're attractive and they want you to speak to them. Again, if there's a woman backing up into you on the dance floor and wiggling her booty in your general direction, you again can be sure that's not much of a coincidence. This might be all in the name of drunken fun, but please know that women do not do this with unattractive men. So you can still consider this a sign that you are in fact an attractive guy. Number three is that women open up to you immediately. Let's say you go and speak to a woman that you don't know. You're like, "Hi, excuse me," and she's like, "Oh, hi." Again, you can consider this a sign that you are somewhat attractive. Even if you are a super attractive guy, in most cases, a woman's going to be a bit nervous, a bit closed off within the first couple of minutes of talking to you. That's certainly what happens in most of my interactions with women that I've never met before. They're a bit guarded, they're a bit unsure, they're not opening up, they're not smiling, until they speak to me for a couple of minutes and realize, hey, wait a minute, this is a pretty cool guy, okay? But with my better looking friends, actually it often happens the other way around, where women, because they're more handsome, these guys, they'll be like, "Hi, how's it going?" straight away, and then they'll realize these guys are actually quite boring or lame, and then that's when they close off and say, "Nice to meet you." Sign number four is that a woman touches you unnecessarily. This is one of the most obvious signs of flirting: unnecessary physical touch, okay? But some guys, they will justify this, "Oh, she's probably just a touchy person." All right, and maybe that's true, but it's very, very rare that she's going to be a touchy person with someone who she's not attracted to. Sign number five is open body language. Okay, they're not just going to open up by being friendly, they're going to also open up their body language. When a woman talks to you like this, she is subconsciously exposing her the sensitive parts of her body. In most cases, with a guy she doesn't know, she's only ever going to do this if she's somewhat attracted to you. Otherwise, she's going to be kind of like speaking to you like this, which again is completely normal if she doesn't know you yet. But this is considered an absolute green light. You'd agree with that, Mia Moore?
A little bit. Sometimes they are asking for space if they are.
Sometimes, you know?
Yeah. No todos.
No todos. A veces. Sign number six is that women want to be your friend. Now, being friend zoned is so often described as like the most horrible fate that a man can be served by influencers, in the manosphere. But the truth is, if women want to be your friend, you probably are doing a lot of things right, and you probably do have a lot of somewhat attractive qualities. If you can just learn to flirt with women, make them feel a certain way to spark that attraction inside them, you can begin to convert these friend zone situations into romances. Sign number 7 is that you are actually getting some matches on dating apps. If you haven't seen the data, it's completely out there. Essentially, it's only really the top 20% of attractive men that are getting any matches at all. That was from a study based on Tinder and OkCupid swipes, but it's pretty much the same with all the dating apps, okay? Yet there are some guys out there who complain that they feel like ugly, unattractive, because they only get 2 or 3 matches a day on Tinder, or even 2 or 3 matches a week. If that's the case, if you're getting 2 or 3 matches a week on Tinder, you can consider yourself somewhat attractive. In fact, according to this data, you are probably in the top 20% of attractive men in your local community. Sign number 8 is that you get random women following you on Instagram, liking your photos, leaving you comments, replying to your stories. If you've got an Instagram where you're trying to show off like you're an attractive guy, you're posting photos of yourself, and you've got random hotties following you, there's not really any reason that they would do that, other than that they think you're attractive and they're trying to get your attention. The only other reason I think that you could do that is if you produce some sort of like content about like a hobby. So you have an Instagram about tennis, travel tips in your local city, things like that. If you don't have like a specialized Instagram like that, girls are probably following you because they think you're attractive.
Oh yeah, you're right. I follow you in Instagram because I think you are attractive, and also I like your personality and the thing you post. Yeah, that's right. I don't follow someone just because.
You're not just gonna follow me for my edgy captions.
No.
My funny stories that I post. Get real. Sign number 9 is that women try to help you. Perhaps a man is like looking for somewhere on Google Maps, and then a woman approaches him trying to help him with directions. They're not doing that for unattractive guys, right? So you can consider that a sign that she at least thinks you're somewhat attractive. And sign number 10 is that women find other excuses to talk to you. Here's a classic tip that is given to women by like dating advice people for women, is that women should excuse me, can you look after my jacket for 2 seconds, right? And then the women go off, and then they come back, oh, thank you so much, right? They could have asked anyone to look after their jacket. They are not going to ask an unattractive man or a man that they think is creepy. They're just doing this, and then they're hoping that you say, oh, by the way, how's your night going? All right. Okay, so sign number 11 is that women compliment your appearance. Again, to guys with a little bit of self-confidence, this sounds like a really obvious sign, but I know guys who doubt themselves, and women will give them a compliment on their shirt, on their smile, and they think the woman's just being friendly. Okay, they're not being friendly to unattractive guys because they don't want to attract that unwanted attention. And sign number 12 is that you are subscribed to Game Global on YouTube. It is a well-known fact that Game Global subscribers, they become automatically 25% more attractive in the face. They lose body fat just from the confidence they gain from absorbing all of the well-known no bullshit dating advice that we offer on this channel. So if you haven't liked and subscribed already, you want to go ahead and do that and give yourself a 25% Looksmaxxing bonus. One last caveat that I want to add onto the end of this video is that these are just indicators. They are just signs that a woman may find you attractive. This isn't based on fact and science, okay? These are just signs that you can use to get an idea of whether a woman is physically attracted to you or not. I don't want people jumping in the comments saying, oh, that's 0 out of 12 for me, thanks for confirming I'm unattractive. If you do never receive any of these signs, it's okay, because you're a man. You can still walk over to her, you can win her over, you can spark her interest, you can make her feel a certain way, you can have her attracted to your personality, and then you'll start to see these signs that I've listed off in this video later on, okay? Normally in most of my interactions, I'm not getting any of these signs until I go and talk to a woman, show her that I'm funny, assertive, charismatic, all of these things, then I might start to see these signs later on in the conversations. But sure as hell, I'm very, very rarely getting any of these things before I go and talk to anyone, okay? So don't go and feel sorry for yourself. Be blessed that you're a man and that you can win women over with your personality. And even if you are not getting these signs before you go and talk to them, you can still do fantastically well with women, especially if you listen to the advice that we offer about game and charisma on this channel, okay? So once again, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. If you're interested in more of these kind of topics, I've written a book. It's called Offline Dating. This is basically like a step-by-step guide illustrating all the important advice I've learned over the last 10 years about approaching women in the real world. So for more information on that book, you can take a look in the description and the pinned comment. Other than that, my name's Joe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you real soon.